Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, ambaye kwa hekima na wema wako umeteua nyadhifa za viongozi na mabunge kwa ustawi wa jamii na utawala wa haki wa wanadamu, twakusihi ututazame kwa neema nyingi sisi watumishi wako, ambao umeridhika kutuita ili kutekeleza shughuli muhimu za jamhuri hii yetu. Twakuomba ututeremshie baraka zako sisi tuliokutanika hapa, na utujalie kuyatenda na kufikiria mambo yote yatakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili utukufu na sifa zako ziendelezwe, na ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi hii yetu, na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amin. Next order.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
There is a paper to be laid by the Honorable Peter Manyonge Palanga, the Chairperson, Committee on Lands, Housing and Physical Planning.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to lay the paper or the report of the Committee on Lands, Housing and Fiscal Planning, the report of the vetting of the nominees to the positions of members of the Nakuru City Board. I beg to lay.
Thank you. The paper is properly laid. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Next order.
Order number 8, procedural motion.
There's a procedural motion by the Honorable Peter Manyonge Palanga.
Your Speaker, sir, and honorable members, I wish to thank you most sincerely to be present and for the patience that you have had since morning up to now. And for that reason, I have this report that the vetting of the members of the board to the city board. it ought to have been given the notice there before and thereafter have the deliberation on the same. In this regard, because of the unforeseen circumstances or challenges we face as a committee, we were not able to do that in time, and so I wish to move a procedural motion that this House resolves to reduce that particular period of time, so that as I give the notice of a motion, at the same time you allow me as the chair on behalf of the members to really discuss the report and adopt the same thereafter. So I wish to move a procedural motion that we reduce this particular report in that regard. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Second.
I wish to request my able Vice Chair, Honorable Kamau, to do the same.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I do second.
Now I want to propose the motion that notwithstanding the provisions of Standing Order 49, this House resolves to debate the motion on vetting of nominees to the Nakuru City Board. The motion is open for debate. The Honourable Member for Maimahiu, who is also the Vice Chairperson, Committee on Lands.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Looking at the mood of the House, Mr. Speaker, we have been here since morning. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I would wish that you put it into question. I think members are ready to move the procedural motion. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Chair, is that what's your view on that?
Mr. Chair, I want to agree with the Vice Chair that the only fairest and humane thing that we can do to these members, I've never seen a house of patience the way this house has exhibited today. I've never seen the resilience and the commitments to really have this as today. Mr. Speaker, I want to confirm, and indeed, if members can agree, that members will move this straight to the motion where I'll be reading and we move. So, Mr. Speaker, as I conclude in one word, yes, I agree that that's the spirit of the House and that's the way to go.
I now propose the question that notwithstanding the provisions of Standing Order 49, this House resolves to debate the motion on vetting of nominees to the Nakuru City Board. As many who are of that opinion say aye. As many who are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, motion.
There is a motion by the Honorable Peter Manyonge Palanga.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to move a motion that this House adopts the report of the Committee on Lands, Housing and Fiscal Planning. The report is on the vetting of the nominees to the positions of the members of the Nakuru City Board. And Mr. Speaker, we have the membership of the committee as 21 members, led by myself as the chair, Honorable Eliud, and the list continues to the last person being Samuel Tonoi as the last member on the list, but it doesn't mean that he plays a lesser duty within the list, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are drawing our legal frameworks from different entities, And of course, this is a sectoral committee that has been established within our standing orders. We draw our frameworks on a number of issues, and so the nomination and appointment process, the committee proceedings, the legal framework of the appointment of the same. Of course, this establishes the factors that need to be considered for the establishment of a city of any given entity. The eligibility of the appointment of the members of the city board is as well illustrated there. The nominee should be holding a degree, at least in a recognized institution, and the nominee must be a resident of that particular county. We also had to consider the issues of the leadership and integrity, and the Honorable Speaker, at this juncture, allow me to say that this has been the main focus of our committee, and this is what has occasioned this particular delay, because we had to confirm the issues as far as the leadership and integrity is concerned, especially on Chapter 6. Members, because of the just procedural motion that you have adopted, it was in recognition of the time you've spent here. You will allow me, members, that I will not read each and every item and paragraph of the report, but Mr. Speaker, I will just go straight to the members that we had to vet. And so, Mr. Speaker, I want to get to the first nominee or a person that we received as a committee and subsequently vetted. We received the oral submission and some documentation in terms of his credentials to this. And this person is Anthony Nzuki Wachira, a member of being a nominee to the city board. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that this was a member of the County Assembly of London ward from 2021 to 2022. This is one of the leaders who served the shortest period in this assembly after the establishment of the ruling party, the UDA, and so he was elected on a UDA ticket. Actually, for those who have been elected on UDA, this is a set pesa to you in the party, and so he served as a UDA member for that particular period of time. Mr. Speaker, in our analysis to his nomination, we found that this particular nominee satisfied the requirements of Chapter 6 of the Constitution on leadership and integrity, and he has not been dismissed from office of contravention of any provision of article that, other than he was not re-elected. So that also gives him away that he had not been dismissed from office other than electoral process, which is normal to you and I, because we are all casualties of the same if time gets to. Mr. Speaker, that the nominee possesses a relevant academic qualification and experience relating to the mandate of the city board. And so this committee therefore found him that having considered the academic and professional qualifications, work experience or oral submission during the vetting, the committee finds that Mr. Anthony Nzuki Wachira is suitable to serve as a member to the city board. Mr. Speaker, we had a second person that her name is Linda Chepkorir Munyao, a member to the city board. The nominee is currently affiliate and a PhD student at the Institute of Climate Change and Adaptation in Nairobi University. She's doing her PhD. And so having considered all those other requirements, we found that that particular nominee as well makes or was suitable for to hold the office as a nominee. So if this House appoints her, that particular nominee is suitable to the city board. So the committee recommends that we approve her nomination to be a member to the city board. The other person we had is Okwabi Odhiambo Sebedi, a member of the city board. This is a man who comes in with a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. For those who really undertook the vetting, this particular person, he works as a district officer in Ikisi from 1986 to 1987, where most of us had not been born, including our learned friend, who I will not mention for avoidance of any deviation from the subject. He is an assistant architect in Nairobi. He worked from there for those period of time. Actually, to be very precise, this particular gentleman, who is an architecture, he graduated in 1971 thereabout. So he brings on board a lot of experience, a lot of understanding on the running, and we believe that if this person is nominated, he will be giving a lot of wisdom and advice to the board for us, hence giving a lot of insight job to allow the city board to move on. Of course, members, as I've said, I don't want, of course, having considered Chapter 6 and all that, I may not be reading each and everything. The other nominee, honorable members and honorable speaker and all the members present, is Adrian Wangari Murigu. This particular nominee is a Kenyan citizen born in 2024, March of 1993. Again, now...
Order. Some noise in the house. Proceed, the Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for that. The nominee was born on 24th of March 1993. The nominee holds a bachelor's degree in international trade and economic. This particular nominee has a lot of experience, of course, inside the country and even abroad. The committee were able to see and to be taken through very vast experience in China and many other countries, and so if this committee adopts this particular nominee, we will be having the networks, not only within, but even abroad, for the investments that the city may be requiring to really have and all that. So the committee at large, Mr. Speaker, with your permission, allow me to mention that having considered all those, we found that this nominee had not been dismissed from any office or contravened any provisions of Article 75 of the Constitution, which deals with the conduct of state officers. And so, therefore, the committee, having considered the academic and professional qualifications, work experience, and oral submissions during vetting, the committee finds Mrs. Adrian Wangari Murigu to be suitable to serve as a committee member to the City Board of Nakuru. The last person, Mr. Speaker, is Julia Wanjiru Chege, who the nominee holds the nominee was born on 30th April of 1975 in Nakuru County. The nominee holds a bachelor's degree of journalism from Mount Kenya University and all that. So, having considered all those other recommendations, the committee finds this particular lady or nominee that she satisfied the requirements of Chapter 6 of the Constitution. She has not been dismissed from the office. The nominee demonstrates impressive knowledge on land matters, planning and development, and the nominee possesses relevant academic qualifications and so fit to hold office in the City Board of Nakuru. Mr. Speaker, as I wind up, those are the nominees we have vetted. I want to confirm here and to seek, and of course before then, thank you all members for your patience. You've been waiting for this, and indeed there is a requirement that if we do not adopt these names, the county of Nakuru in totality is bound to lose around 3 billion Kenyan shillings because we have never made the threshold. But to be very specific to the city of Nakuru, we will have to lose the 600 million shillings that goes within our wards within the city. Honorable members, now that you've been here since then, kwetu wanasema umemula ng'ombe mzima amesalia ama imesalia mkia. Naomba kwa unyenyekevu kwamba mkia ambao umesalia mbele zetu tujadili kwa unyenyekevu, tujadili tukiwa ama malengo yaliyo bora, ili tupitishe majina haya, ndiposa kaunti yetu isipoteze pesa ambazo zitakuja London ama zitakuja wodi fulani, na hiyo yote ni kwa minajili ya maendeleo katika mji wetu. Kwa hivyo kwa unyenyekevu na pendekeza ama naleta pendekezo hili kwenu, kwamba kwa heshima mtafakari, mjadili kwa kina na mpitishe majina haya kwa wema na busara na maendeleo ya kaunti yetu. Mungu na wabariki. Nitaomba niulize my brother David Muraya, who is likely to be the direct beneficiary if these funds are going to be approved, because he hails from the city, of course notwithstanding other members, to second and give his input, so that, Mr. Speaker, we can now proceed from there. My brother David Muraya, being a member to the committee, and again from the city, where he will stand to be a beneficiary. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. And for the purposes of record, my name is David Muraya, a member representing the people of Flamingo Ward, and also a member of this committee, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I raised to second this motion, and having that we have done our vetting today, Mr. Speaker, and yesterday, Mr. Speaker, we got all those members that were all those nominees, Mr. Speaker. They were all qualified, and they're up to the task, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I urge all members of this honorable House to support this motion. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The motion is moved and seconded. I will now propose the motion that, taking into consideration the findings of the Sectoral Committee on Lands, Housing and Physical Planning on the vetting of nominees to the Nakuru City Board, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 13 of the Urban Areas and Cities Act, Cap 275, this House approves the appointment of the following persons to the Nakuru County City Board. 1, Mr. Anthony Zuki. 2, Mrs. Linda Chepkorir. 3, Mr. Zebedi Othiambo Owakwambi. 4, Mrs. Adrian Wangari Murigo. 5, Ms. Julie Wanjiro Shege. The motion is open for debate. The Honourable Member for Elementaita.
Asante sana Bwana Speaker. Wacha kwanza nimpongeze mwenyekiti wa kamati hii kwa sababu ya kazi nzuri ambayo ameifanya. Lakini alipokuwa akihitimisha ripoti yake, amesema ya kwamba sisi kama wajumbe wa hili bunge tumemla ng'ombe. Sasa sijui ni ng'ombe yupi tumemla, tukabakisha mkia. Hilo silijui, lakini hilo si muhimu. Honorable Speaker, let me comment to the report. And Mr. Speaker, I am quite impressed by the nominees, and I want to congratulate the nominating authority for nominating people who have the prerequisite knowledge that is required in their position as the city board nominees. Let me say that Nakuru is a city, and being a city, Nakuru deserves the best. I have seen all these nominees have gone to school properly. They hold different degrees. Some have even master's degrees from universities in our country, and therefore I think that they have the capacity needed to serve as nominees of the city board. But Mr. Speaker, let me say that I am impressed by the nomination of Anthony Zuki. Honorable Speaker, when I was at the university, I saw Zuki campaigning for the position of the member of county assembly, But the most unfortunate thing is that he served for only 1 year. I was trying to think about that story, and it is similar to that of Moses, who saw the promised land, but Mr. Speaker did not go to that land. And therefore, it is fair for this House to allow this member to serve this city as a member of this board. And it is for that reasons that I support the report, and I urge members to support and pass the report so that Nakuru County does not lose the 3 billion that is required, that needs the board to be in place. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The Honourable Member for Viwandani.
Mheshimiwa Spika, asante sana kwa muda huu, na ningependa sana kuongelelea kuhusu hii mjadala. Inafaa, in the first place, Honorable George Nene from Elementator ameongelea kuhusu venye ameghadhabishwa na hii mswada juu haijamfurahisha, lakini mimi nataka kusema hivi, Mheshimiwa Speaker,
What is it, the Honourable Member for Elementator?
Mr. Speaker, a point of information. Mr. Speaker, mimi sijasema ya kwamba nimeghadhabishwa na mswada huu. Mimi nimesema nimeridhika na wale ambao wameteuliwa kuwa members katika hii board. Kwa hivyo mimi naomba mheshimiwa huyu anaitwa Muraya asipotoshe nyumba hii. Bwana Speaker, wakati nilikuwa nakuja hapa bungeni, niliona gari yake imewekwa mahali. Therefore, I'm not surprised why he's commenting in a negative way.
The member for Viwandani, proceed.
Mheshimiwa Speaker, wakati Mheshimiwa Nene alikuwa anakuja hapa, amesema aliona gari yangu imewekwa mahali fulani. Hakuna mahali fulani. Aseme na adhibitishe mahali fulani ni wapi. Hivyo tu ndio niendelee na speech yangu.
Honourable members, the Honourable Member for Elementator, are you able to say exactly where the vehicle was parked?
Honorable Speaker, it will be very embarrassing for me to say where the car was parked. And because that is not important.
Order. The Honourable Member for Order. The Honourable Member for Viwandani. The
Honorable Speaker, so that this matter does not escalate to the next level, and so that does not prevent us from debating a very important motion before this House. Honorable Speaker, let me withdraw that. That is not important. Let us make progress.
The member for Viwandani, proceed.
So, Mr. Speaker, it is clear that Honorable Nene.
Proceed with the motion.
No.
I must order. He has proceeded to withdraw that, so that is closed. Proceed with the matter before the House. Proceed with the matter before the House.
I have nothing to.
The member for Mosop.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Allow me, Mr. Speaker, first of all, to thank the committee for a job that has been well done. Mr. Speaker, we've been here since morning, of course, to be able to prosecute the businesses of this house, and also at the same time, this being part of it, we have waited, and I think from the comments, the various comments by the chair, it is clear that he has seen the patience of the members. Mr. Speaker, the motion before us of vetting these nominees is actually very vital and important. And in my consideration, when I was looking at the nominees and the authority behind those who forwarded the names to us, I think it was very wise. The team of appointees is actually well balanced in terms of gender and even in terms of experience and ages, Mr. Speaker. Of course, there is one who is actually outstanding, who graduated even before I was also born. And I want to imagine the little experience that I have by now, how much more would such a mzee be having, and he will actually be able to bring such an experience to this board of Nakuru City. Mr. Speaker, we looked at the requirements, and the committee, I think, have also looked at it, and all of them have actually met the threshold. We know that the vetting of these people and approval has a time limit, and it is good that the chair has actually highlighted. And as we consider the time limit, so that we may not be able to lose out from the fundings, which is a very substantial amount of money, that is going to help to develop this great city of ours in Nakuru. It's going to do quite a number of development, and my input in terms of this, because I know as members we would want to dispense off with this matter so that we're able to meet the deadlines. My comment will be, even as the money comes, because I know it will, Mr. Speaker, that it will be distributed equally here in along all the benefiting wards which are actually within the city. Let the wards like Kapkures also be given some substantial amount. Let the wards like Barut also be able to get a substantial amounts being part of the city, far much as we consider the rest like London and all the others, the Flamingo. So the equity of distribution, Mr. Speaker, will make sense to what we have done today in passing these board members, that they be objective as they carry out their work, and let them consider even the places that have not been more so developed. Others, Mr. Speaker, actually raised to support this motion, to support the names of the nominee, and I want to wish them well once this House actually passes them, and let them expedite their duties with all justice and in a manner, such a manner, that is going to be beneficiary to all those benefiting wards within the city. Mr. Speaker, I rest my case. Thank you.
The member for Barut, and then the member for Maimayu, and then I'll come on my left.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. First, I rise to support the approval of the 4 nominees. Mr. Speaker, as the city MCA, in this city, Mr. Speaker, we have 11 wards that form Nakuru City. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm requesting, once we approve these names, Mr. Speaker, we need to have a meeting with the board, the city board, because since we get to this house, we have never had any meeting at the city MCAs. So we are demanding, we are not even requesting, Mr. Speaker, because it is now 3 years down the line. So we are demanding that we must have a meeting with this board so that we can talk about this budget, Mr. Speaker. As the former majority has just said, we need to have equity when dividing or when allocating these funds, Mr. Speaker. So we need to be in that meeting so that we can give our proposal depending on our province that we are facing from our wards. So we need to have those funds. We have never had any funds from the city board. So I think by approving these names, we are going to at least to have something small from this budget, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. I support.
Thank you. The member for Barut, you're bringing in a very important issue that you've never been able to meet as a city, the wards or the representatives of the